if you're gonna put this in perspective, yeah, from our area, yeah, is that you had the first people to blow through the door were Krypton Conan. Then after Krypton Conan, the year after, Stormzy won a mobile. The year after that, Section Boys won a mobile. And then you had the people that made waves in our scene from our area, like the Hardy Caprios, Michael Dappers.
Yeah.
And that was it, really and truly. That was Croydon, which is a strong foundation. That was Croydon.
Oh, yeah.
And then I feel like with me and you, I wouldn't say we get, maybe we are championed a lot in our area, but when you actually look at like what me and Bounce has done, being from our borough, me and him have one of the part of the biggest market share in our cultural media. Like you can't really get bigger than what we're doing in actual media. And to be from the same area and two different generations, it's like we are actually massive in culture media.
No, of course.
And it's like, that's what I go on is like.
But that's what other people seeing that. This is what you got to understand as well, yeah? Is people that you might have issues with before or down the line, you never see eye to eye with them and whatnot. Bro, there's so much people that I've had issues with, never seen eye to eye and whatnot. But you know what happens when you set by a good example? There's so much people that hasn't liked, man. I've had beef. But when you start changing your life around and you evolve and you lead by a good examples, they rate what you've done.
I know man must rate what man's doing. Even the man
I'm just saying as a whole. So I'm saying, look, like, and this is why even when I do updates, or I might speak about Fredo, I might speak about South Kilburn, I might speak about Digga D or Marlow P, I always kind of state, I wish that they never buck. Because right now, everyone's just throwing handbags. It's like this chat, but no one's not in the country. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So in my head, I wish that they never buck and I wish that they're successful. Because when they're successful making money, bro, no one's not really trying to go on a push bike, bro, or trying to go on a line bike to go on a drill because they're in a great position. They see things different. Do they change their friend circle? Do they bring a few friends around them? Everyone's going to go on their journey where people feel entitled to the fact where it's like, oh, my man didn't do nothing for man. Everyone happens. You start evolving friend circles, say you bring some people on the way, you might feel that with other people because they might feel like you're not doing enough for them. Entitlement is there. But as a whole, I'm saying as in the ends, look, man's doing positive stuff. I think like, cool, let's just separate myself from ends. It's like, you got to do what you got to do for your family now. That's what it is. You got to do what you got to do for your family. If you can help people from your area and guide them, do so on your journey, but you have to do what you got to do for your family. Because when it's all said and done, you can now come off socials and you can now get married and have kids, and that is your family. And you might not be around them 15 friends that you was around every single day because you're going to work, you're coming back, you're doing this, and then life has changed.
What do you think about the hustle? How great of a hustler do you think you are? I think you're a good hustler.
Yeah, I think that when something works, I'm able to tweak things and make it become crazy, like in a sense of like boom, 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 and keep. In terms of hustle, I feel like, bro, I'll be honest with you, 2025 has been my only year that I focused on myself and that I've actually hustled. So I said I'm going to work for 1,000 days. 1,000 days, I've done 426 days, 25 days, like out of the 1,000. I'm saying now everything that I'm doing is hustling myself. And at the moment, with a year in and 7 years of experience in terms of helping other people, I think now that it's just about myself, I think, yeah, man, I think I'm proud of myself. I think I still haven't shown my full potential yet, but I think that comes within the next 2-3 years of building the platform that I'm going to build.
Yeah, I feel like the hustle is great, man. I feel like I said it when I was talking to Made You Think. I said like, kind of like, sometimes I meet a lot of guys that are doing stuff illegally in it, and I always say to them like, yo, like, being the greatest hustler means you could do anything and make money. Like, I'm a person that I believe if you gave me the ways to make these cushions, I could sell these and make a meal off them. Yeah. And I feel like it's mad because when I started Spill the Juice, it was mad because there weren't a lot of podcasters. They weren't like the space that even like you're doing now. And I always was like, yo, I want to kind of do this and show people you don't just have to be a rapper to be like lit on the internet. And I try to show them lifestyle of doing like pods. And I feel like to be a hustler in this environment of life, yeah, number one, you got to take risks. Even when I was coming to Dubai, I said to one of my good friends, like, yo, man's going to Dubai. I'm going to do some work over there for a little bit. I'm saying, yo, come. He said to me, yo, like, do you have it patterned out there? I'm saying, bro, I'm not going to lie. I've booked an apartment. I'm bringing my cameras.
You're going to figure it out.
And I'm going to figure it out when I get here. And you was here. In the space of 4 days, I found a whole production team.
Crazy.
Met Anthony Yard. Filmed with him. Saw ads when I went, when we did Iftar.
Yeah.
Filmed with him. Had another interview that day, but I couldn't do it because obviously the bombs. Yeah. And I'm here today. And even being here, yeah, like, obviously, God willing, man, like I said in it, I believe in God heavily, and if it's our time, it's our time. But one thing I would say is, like, if we do make it out of here, if anything, this is probably going to give me the biggest trajectory, because you're able to tell a whole nother story that only few can tell from the UK, and only few can tell with the platform that we have.
100%.
So I always say, like, listen, that you see hustling, yeah, in order to make it, yeah, one, you got to be willing to make a risk. Even though you've put that money into the Digga and everybody else, and it's not happening. But I feel like every time it's for a reason, and
it's built me to the person who I am now.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like you, and sometimes, yeah, God shuts doors that you can't understand why it's shutting. God puts you in places that at the time you're probably thinking like, why has he done that? You might even be angry at God, thinking, why has God done that to me? And then before you know it, it's like, yo, this door's open, this door's open. And sometimes you don't know why God's shutting the door, but he's only shutting the door so you can walk through another door. And that's why sometimes it's like, with the Digga and Little Man situation, yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, it's burnt, man. Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah, it's giving man PTSD. But in some ways, God might not want you to be a music manager. He might not even want you to manage Little Man.
No, it didn't.
No, but I mean, and God could have said, you know what, you're doing this, I'm going to shut the doors, and you're going to be so angry, so bitter. But what I've got for you is better, and that's what I want you to do. Do you know 100%. What I'm saying? So sometimes it's like, man can be angry or man can be upset, but sometimes it's like, God might be looking down at you and saying, yo, you're angry at my decision. If my decision was for you to manage Little Man, manage Digga and be around the world, you would have been around the world.
But even when I look back at it, I always show gratitude. Like, last year was my best year since I came out of prison. Tell you that from now, and everything that I've done.
You just showed me your financial background, yeah, and I know of the Little Man deal. It was like, what would he owe you, like 100 quid? No, what would you owe you, like 100 quid?
Digga,
yeah.
Digga, yeah.
He owed you like 100 quid, bro. You made more than 100 quid doing what you're doing now. Yeah. So even though you've been through your trials and tribulations, ain't that God showing you that the money you was even running down my man for?
Nah,
I've given you that.
Do you know what it is, bro? Like I said, one thing that man learns is not even to talk about the game, but I try to stay away from the actual figures. But the reason why I showed you the back end,
it's inspiration, yeah.
Just as you saw, 6 months, okay, cool. This is the trajectory. This is the plan. Okay, this is just one source of income. But at the same time, it's like showing you, like, okay, cool. You have a vision to do. Like, my philosophy is authentic, one take content. That's what people want. Still gonna, do you know what I mean? People, then when you start going into that whole crazy cinematic sort of content, edits, boom, 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 you're giving that to the people like raw, like here now. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But and just showing you, like, look, like we will always discuss, like, oh yeah, I'm looking to do my morning thing. This is. I'm saying, yeah, do that, but show the buyer. People want to see.
You know what it's with me, because you do give man positive advice, and even like I don't know when man's gonna be back in normal space, be doing what I come to do, but I feel like, yeah, if you guys, you lot will see, maybe if this comes out soon, I don't know when Bounce will put this out.
Coming out today. It's coming out today, tomorrow. Baby, we've done a few clips, so it will spill from today and tomorrow.
Yeah,
but
so
it's just
I've got a morning show. I'm doing a new series which is keeping up, following people around, seeing what they do for the day, and maybe I should actually video this, because this is basically, I've actually seen what he's done. From 2 a.m, from being shook, seeing me, to running down, knowing that he's safe, to coming down, doing recording at 4 a.m, to being here doing the pods. I've actually seen what he's done for his day in life, but I'm recording everyone's day in their life and then interviewing them. So I feel like that's the series I'm doing. Obviously, I'm doing one-on-one interviews. I feel like with me, I've done Spill the Juice for such a long time. It's an amazing platform. It's changed my life. But I feel now is a point where I want to try to concentrate on myself and do interviews and kind of change my interview style where I want to be. I'm 30. So Spill the Juice is still going to go and